cooking up, kid. K cooking up, kid.
All right, we got Chris Broussard. I know how I feel about Chris, man. He a little wishy-washy to me, man. I don't know. He's just like, in which I get it. You can play devil's advocate all day, but if you're gonna rock with us, and that's how I feel, bro. That's how I'm gonna continue to feel. I just like, I think I didn't want to watch it because I knew it was gonna piss me off. Because yesterday I was hot to the fact that Kawhi and CP3 are out. But I think he said since we don't have Kawhi, series over, or we're not gonna win. So I want to hear what he got to say. He said he was wrong. It seems like you've been really wrong a lot lately when it comes to the Clippers, Chris, and you know that's a fact. So let's go. How y'all felt about the game yesterday, though? Yes, indeed, because I know we showed improved a lot. It just shows levels. Playoff P. Paul George, that's his name. Ain't no playoff P, man. I feel like that's still disrespectful. He don't play. He was doing this in the regular season, bro, when Kawhi was out. So, yeah. So, all right, let's go.
Points as the Clippers took a 3-2 series lead over the Jazz. Kawhi Leonard missed the victory with a knee injury, and there is currently, quote, no timetable for.
Get better soon, Kawhi. We need you, baby.
Back to LA.
You know, if we beat these guys and we play the Suns when they ain't got no CP3, that's kind of evenly matched if you think about it. Hold on, let me turn my light on.
We'll look to advance to the Western Conference Finals against the
Paul George
Suns.
was walking them boys down last night. Paul George was walking them down.
You give the Clippers of winning this series without Kawhi Leonard.
Well, let me admit this first, Jen. I was wrong. I was absolutely wrong.
That's real. That's real. Yes, sir. That's real. You were wrong.
About the Clippers.
You were wrong.
I keep being wrong about them because I keep writing them off. I wrote them off after they were down 0-2 to Dallas. I wrote them off after Kawhi got hurt, and they just keep coming back. And
when you gonna stop, Chris? When you gonna stop, baby?
That they have absolutely, positively no chance of winning Game 5, let alone the series. So I stand corrected. My only saving grace is I think Skip had less faith in them than I did.
True.
So
I said D-U-N done. Yep.
Yeah, they look.
Y'all funny, bro.
And I don't think they're in control of the series. Obviously, they're playing at home in Game 6, so there's that. But I still think this is really a 50-50 series. Utah is not.
You thought we was going to lose to the Mavericks as well. So if we win, then you're going to be out here saying sorry again. Man, look, just say we going to win. Nobody had no. Just keep saying we going to lose. Keep saying it. Just say it. Say it's 50-50.
I got to give Ty Lue, and we've all thrown him his flowers throughout this postseason, right?
Mm-hmm.
No, actually, we've been throwing dirt on him. For real. Y'all everybody been throwing dirt on the man. For real. We haven't really been. I've been saying he could do a little better in some areas, but we've been throwing dirt on him for real.
It's not the first time this series, but it was blatant yesterday. He has Reggie Jackson, who obviously is a journeyman, right? Hunting the defensive player of the year. All right, it's
facts. Reggie was.
All right, but he hunted the defensive player of the year, Rudy Gobert, got him in pick and rolls, and Gobert ends up guarding Reggie Jackson, and Jackson's just raining jump shots all over his head.
Jackson, Terrence was doing it. We don't put Paul George on him. Paul George is going to attack that leg. Paul George is going to attack that front leg and get by and put his weight on him a little bit. Telling you, boy. Telling you. My guys know we doing, man.
For the defensive player of the year. And I voted for Gobert, and I think he rightfully won it. But that's obviously not his forte. It was almost like a hack a Ben. Because it's that type of embarrassing thing where you're such a great defender, and they're pulling you out to your discomfort zone.
Right. And hey, bro, I just know basketball, bro. I think, not even tooting my own horn, but I was talking about that. If y'all watched the reaction, I was talking about how they was abusing him every time. Bring him out. They was abusing him as if he wasn't a defensive player of the year candidate. You know what I'm saying?
And they're just
as he not some really good rim, as if he's not a good rim protector.
And it can be deflating for your team because it's like, man, this is our champion. This is our guy, and he's getting beat at his own game.
And that's how, and I think that's going to be a problem with a lot of teams. We go with that small ball lineup. I really wish Serge was here because Serge would help a lot. We go with that small ball lineup, and it's like, what can y'all do? And we got guys that's gonna get rebounds for us.
Obviously, you got to give playoff P big time props.
Paul George.
I have felt like throughout this postseason, even as he's played well, that there's been a war going on in his head, and so you don't know what you're gonna get. But last night, man, he looked like the old playoff P who battled with the Miami Heat, LeBron, D Wade, and Chris Bosh.
Just of course not as athletic.
Even though his wingmen were Roy Hibbert and Lance Stevenson. You know, so credit to Paul George. It wasn't quite what Kevin Durant did the night before.
Okay, no, please, bro, please. We're not finna do that. Kevin Durant had almost a 50-point triple-double. We're not gonna do that. He did enough to get us a dub. He didn't have to do all that because he had two other guys with 20 points, 20-plus points.
It was a classic performance. His 22 points in the first half
nasty
absolutely saved them because Utah was on fire.
They were.
In many cases, it would have been over. They'd have been up by 25, 30 points, but his play with the 22 first half points kept them alive. They're only down 5 in the first half. So I don't think it'll be a travesty if the Clippers lose this series because they're without Kawhi, and Utah's a very good team.
Wait. What happened? Why are we talking about us losing? Why are we talking about that? How you gonna give us praise and then say it won't be a travesty if we lose? We ain't losing. We're not worried about losing. If we lose this game, we're gonna win the 7. If we win tomorrow, we win tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Come on now. Come on, Chris.
Chance to win this thing. As I said, it's 50-50. And if they beat Utah without Kawhi, then heck, you got to give them a good chance against Phoenix. That Phoenix is young. Chris Paul, we'll see when he can come back. And so I'd give them a legit shot to get to the finals if they get past Utah.
Win.
Where you say they're not in control, because I do believe they're in control, because Utah need to win both games. And the Clippers only need to win one game, and they are going back home, and so we'll see if they can maintain that. And you said Reggie Jackson was hunting the Defensive Player of the Year. It was kind of like David and Goliath. Once David beat Goliath, what are the other guys going to do? Man, he just beat the big giant. I ain't fooling with it.
But
so
he slayed him.
Yes. Yeah. So if Reggie Jackson is doing this to Rudy Gobert, who out there said, okay, let me sit in the chair and guard Reggie Jackson? Look, we know Reggie is very offensive talented. Now, sometimes, he gets ahead of himself, and he thinks he's Steph Curry or Dame Lillard, and he starts shooting all these crazy shots.
Yeah, he started bugging out sometimes.
He's been, for the last 5 or 6 games, from game 5, game 6 through now, he's been really, really good. Chris, if you look at you,
hold on. Doggone nephew, man.
Threes in the first quarter.
All right.
And they got a 1-point lead. They dropped 17 threes in the first half, and they go to half with a 5-point lead. Chris, I give you everything I got, and you're still standing in front of me. You know somebody dropped 10 points, 10 threes, that's normally a 50-point quarter. Somebody dropped 17 threes, that's a 75-point half, and you're up 20, 25 points. The Clippers, like Ty Lue tell them at the half, bruh, we done took all they got. What's the likelihood of them dropping another 15, 17?
And this is what I've been trying to tell y'all. They play like they're not better. That's it. They're just not a better team than us, bro. Can they outplay us? Yes, they outplayed us those 2 games. But once I told y'all we haven't played yet, now we're playing. We are playing, and they hit us, and we hit them right back. Boom, boom. They hit us, boom, we hit them with another 2-piece. Boom, boom. Like, it's just...
In the second half, making 32 threes in a ball game. If they come back a little, let's just say they make half that many, we got them. If they do worse than that, we really got them.
Yep.
And you look
I'm telling you, bro, it's levels, bro. It's levels.
Marcus Morris, all of a sudden, can't miss.
He was going dumb.
Was sensational. Reggie Jackson gave you 22. Like, wow. All those contributions, because the Utah Jazz are a 3-point shooting team. It's not like they post up anybody. Who they post up? You ain't throwing the ball to Rudy Gobert and says, okay, Rudy, go get me a bucket.
No.
It's pick and roll. He getting it off. a lot of his points came off misses last night.
Yep.
Like he got 6 quick points off misses.
Yep.
The question is that Utah, when they take your A, what's going to be your B? Because I feel like Donovan got out of a rhythm. He wasn't in attack mode because the 3-ball was going and he didn't need to attack. Well, I don't think he's going to make that mistake tomorrow night.
And he apparently through the grapevine, Shannon. I keep doing that. Shannon, apparently Donovan's hurt, so it's always something.
Going to be in attack mode from the jump.
If he hurts, sit down.
Bogdan and Ingles and those guys can make threes, so be it. But they need to take Royce O'Neal out of the decision-making process. They put him at the top of the key. And so when they trap Donovan, he passes it to him, and then he like a blind dog in the meat house. What I'm supposed to do with the ball? He don't know what to do. He got a driving lane. He drives and then pulls it back out. They need to put Bogdanovich or Ingles in there because they're better at making decisions than Royce O'Neal. But I like the Clippers are in the control. They're in control, Chris. As much as I hate to say it, they're in control right now.
Yeah. Speak it, Shan. Speak it. Now here comes Skip. Skip, you doubted us. DUN done?
To hear that from you.
That's okay. Your day coming, though, still.
I was happily very, very, very wrong about quote-unquote my Clippers last night.
I wasn't. Don't say your Clippers if you doubting us.
Kawhi's Clippers, and obviously he's gone. I was shocked by what happened in the first quarter last night because Utah came out to its credit and said, we're going to swing as hard as we can swing, and you will not be able to withstand the threes that we rain on your little Kawhi-less heads as the visiting team. In the
and we walked them down, and we came out with the dub.
Home record in the NBA.
They lose that game last year, Skip.
That's correct.
A team dropped 17 threes on this team last year. They done.
Yeah, facts. We done.
10 threes on their head in the first quarter.
We wouldn't even made it to play them really because we already lost second round.
The onslaught of it, and then the smoke clears, and I look at the first quarter score.
Oh no, this is second round, duh.
To 36. They withstood the onslaught. They weathered one of the all-time three-point storms that you'll ever get right in the face.
Yep.
Especially in that insane asylum in Utah, and they hung in through the second quarter, and playoff P winds up with 22.
Paul George.
And I tweeted, if he could score 22 in the second half, they might just have a shot in this game. I also tweeted that there's no way Utah can stay this hot from three. In the second half, Utah, as the pressure started to mount on the home team to hold serve, it went 3 of 24 in the second half.
Wow.
And as much as I love me some Donovan Mitchell, Spider as you call him, he started to disappear down the stretch of that game.
Apparently he was hurt, Skip. I don't know, man. They say he was hurt, Skip.
He hadn't been very good. He's 3 of 12 from 3 in the 5 fourth quarters combined. Last night, he was 1 of 6 from 3 in the fourth quarter. So the problem he has is they are all over him, jumping him, blitzing him.
Nothing. You're not getting nothing. We're triple teaming, double we over there.
They're just saying, you cannot beat us.
Facts.
So it's up to your man Bogdan.
Facts.
It's up to Jordan Clarkson or Ingles or somebody to beat them. And they kept trying. They tried with all their might. And 4 times in the fourth quarter, Mr. June said no. Mr. June is Reggie Jackson. Tribute to the great Reggie Jackson, the real Reggie, Mr. October. But this Reggie, if we could just quickly see what he did, every time it looked like Utah, here they came and they'd cut it to 3 the first time.
Bow! Reggie come down. Bow! Marcus. Bow!
Of the shots that Reggie Jackson
came. Here you go. Look, there you go right there. This crazy right here.
They cut it to 3 at this point.
Bow! You talking about?
I'm saying no. Yes.
Swinging another one. Table. Bow! Come on now. They playing with us, bro. You know what I'm saying? They playing with us, bro. For any of y'all that just think that we don't have it, we have it. Now, hey, look. I think either we're gonna take Game 6 or we're gonna lose and win in 7. And I'm not just saying that. I'm saying that because the Jazz, we've shown the levels. You know what I'm saying? We've shown that we could have been number 1 in the West. We just really just didn't want to have it. You know what I'm saying? So, It's what it is, bro. It is what it is. Chris Broussard, once again, you was wrong, brother. Once again. Well, it ain't nothing new. Nothing new, Chris. It's nothing new, bro. It's your boy Key. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all. I love y'all, man. Yes, indeed. Hope y'all have a good one. I hope y'all soaking up this win, Clippers fans. We'll be back tomorrow. And watch other videos that I'll drop today. Yes, indeed.